Toyota, the name that once stood for bulletproof reliability, is now under serious threat. From million-mile legends to shocking recalls,
Toyota has announced a major recall involving nearly 700,000 vehicles.
Toyota's reputation is facing the toughest challenge in its entire history. The Tundra, the Tacoma, even the legendary Land Cruiser, they're all at the center of controversy. But how did this automotive giant, once hailed as the gold standard, stumble so hard? And here's the big question: can Toyota recover, or are we witnessing the fall of an icon? Stick around, because this story is filled with shocking revelations that everyone needs to hear. What's happening? For decades, Toyota was the gold standard of reliability. Their cars could cross deserts, endure heavy workloads, and cruise past the million-mile mark without breaking a sweat. But that reputation is now at risk. Toyota has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons: recalls, engine failures, and alarming safety issues. Let us start with the Tundra. Over 100,000 Tundras and Lexus LX SUVs had to be recalled after a shocking discovery. Leftover metal debris from the factory was clogging vital oil passages, causing catastrophic engine failures. Toyota's solution? Entire engine replacements for tens of thousands of vehicles. For a brand once hailed as bulletproof, this was an embarrassment. But the Tundra is not the only problem. The Tacoma has seen reports of axles coming loose due to poor assembly. Meanwhile, Toyota's prized performance car, the GR Corolla, has been catching fire. And let us not forget the GR86, whose engines have failed due to oil starvation issues linked to faulty manufacturing. These are not the isolated issues of a few unlucky customers. They hint at a systemic decline in quality control. With reliability in question, Toyota faces a crossroads. Can the company restore its reputation without abandoning innovation? To understand where they go next, we need to look at how Toyota became a household name in the first place. The path to global domination. Once a small Japanese automaker, Toyota quickly rose to prominence by focusing on a simple principle: build cars that last. In the mid-20th century, this philosophy led to the creation of iconic vehicles like the Land Cruiser and the Corolla. These models were built with durability and practicality in mind, earning a reputation for reliability in some of the harshest environments on Earth. By the late 1960s, Toyota had firmly established itself in markets worldwide. Toyota's expansion into the United States during this era was particularly noteworthy. The automaker entered a fiercely competitive market dominated by American giants like Ford and General Motors. However, Toyota's cars offered something different: reliability and fuel efficiency. The oil crisis of the 1970s played right into Toyota's strengths, as American consumers flocked to cars like the Corolla and the Camry, both of which were affordable and economical. This success was not a coincidence. Toyota pioneered the Toyota Production System, a revolutionary manufacturing approach emphasizing continuous improvement and waste elimination. Factories operated with just-in-time production, ensuring minimal excess inventory and optimal efficiency. Workers were empowered to stop the production line to fix problems immediately, preventing small issues from escalating into large defects. So what happened to Toyota's ironclad reputation? Some believe it began with the company's recent approach to iconic models like the Land Cruiser. As one of the most beloved vehicles from Toyota, the Land Cruiser has seen its own fall from grace. Could the Land Cruiser's redesign signal a deeper identity crisis within Toyota? Land Cruiser's legacy under fire. The Land Cruiser has long been the ultimate symbol of durability and off-road capability. From remote deserts to war zones, it earned a reputation as an unstoppable force. Yet in 2021, Toyota discontinued the full-size 200 series Land Cruiser in the United States, citing weak sales. The truth was simple: Americans were not buying it. Despite its legendary status worldwide, Toyota was only selling about 3,000 Land Cruisers annually in the US. Fast forward to today, and the revived 250 series Land Cruiser has sparked outrage among enthusiasts. Critics argue that it lacks the soul of its predecessors. It is powered by a 4-cylinder turbocharged hybrid engine, which some reviewers have described as underwhelming and unrefined. Priced at $58,000 for the base model, many question whether it is worth the investment, especially when its Lexus GX sibling offers more luxury for a similar price. However, the Land Cruiser's troubles are not just about pricing or features. The bigger issue may be Toyota's global production strategy and how it has reshaped quality control. To understand this decline, we need to examine Toyota's decision to expand manufacturing beyond Japan. Has this shift come at the cost of reliability? The impact of new factories on Toyota's quality. Toyota built its reputation on precision manufacturing, particularly at its factories in Japan, where quality control was second to none. Each vehicle was crafted under strict oversight, ensuring that Toyota's hallmark reliability was upheld. However, as global demand surged, the company faced new pressures to expand production beyond its traditional strongholds. To meet this growing demand, Toyota established production plants in regions like Mexico and Thailand, but these new facilities faced challenges in maintaining the brand's high standards. In 2022, a major shift occurred when the manufacturing of the Tacoma moved entirely to 2 plants in Mexico. Not long after, reports of axle defects, transmission failures, and other quality issues began to surface. Models like the Tundra and GR86 were also affected by problems such as debris left in axle welds, improperly torqued bolts, and misapplied liquid gaskets. Though these defects impacted a minority of vehicles, they made headlines and began to erode Toyota's once untouchable reputation for reliability. It is not necessarily that Toyota's new factories lack the ability to build quality vehicles. The challenge lies in rapid scaling and maintaining meticulous quality control during high output production. When production lines are pressured to meet aggressive targets, even small mistakes can have serious consequences. For example, the Tacoma's axle defects were traced to poor welding practices and contamination during assembly, issues that could have been prevented with more stringent oversight. In the past, Toyota's long production cycles allowed for continuous refinement of its models. The second-generation Tundra, produced from 2007 to 2021, is a prime example. Over its 14-year lifespan, Toyota had ample time to perfect its V8 engine and other components. However, shorter production cycles and the complexities of managing multiple global factories have made it increasingly difficult to catch and correct errors in time. Adding to this pressure is Toyota's shift toward incorporating more advanced technologies. As the company pursues innovations in design, safety, and connectivity, some critics have questioned whether this drive for modernization has compromised the simplicity that once defined Toyota's vehicles. Balancing innovation with reliability is now one of Toyota's greatest challenges in an industry where both are essential to success. Toyota's expansion strategy has brought growing pains. The steep learning curves faced by new plants and the need for tighter quality control measures are hurdles the automaker must overcome to retain its legacy. As competitors close in, Toyota must reaffirm its commitment to precision and durability while evolving to meet the demands of modern drivers. When new tech meets old expectations, Toyota's rise to reliability dominance was built on conservative engineering. Their vehicles featured simple, naturally aspirated engines and durable 5-speed transmissions. However, times have changed. To remain competitive, Toyota has introduced modern turbocharged engines, hybrid powertrains, and advanced 8-speed transmissions. Unfortunately, these changes have not come without problems. The new Tundra's twin-turbo V6 was intended to replace the previous V8 powerhouse. On paper, it offered better efficiency and performance. In practice, it has been plagued by reliability issues, leading to recalls and customer frustration. Similarly, Toyota's new 8-speed automatic transmission, used in models like the Tacoma, has seen early failures due to actuator malfunctions. The shift to hybrid technology has also introduced challenges. While Toyota's Prius and hybrid SUVs have proven reliable, hybridization in heavier-duty vehicles like the Land Cruiser has led to design compromises. Critics have pointed out that the hybrid system reduces available cargo space and complicates maintenance, 2 factors that clash with the Land Cruiser's rugged ethos. That said, Toyota's innovation has not been entirely negative. The company continues to dominate in hybrid and fuel-efficient vehicles, consistently ranking near the top in global dependability studies. The key challenge is the evolving consumer expectations, and technological advances began to test the limits of its winning formula. Adapting to changing times. As the automotive industry advanced, Toyota found itself at a crossroads. By the late 2000s, customers were no longer satisfied with cars that were merely reliable and fuel efficient. They wanted technology, luxury, and performance. Automakers like Honda, BMW, and Audi were pushing boundaries with turbocharged engines, advanced infotainment systems, and innovative safety features. Toyota's leadership recognized the need for change. In 2017, then-President Akio Toyoda famously declared a "No More Boring Cars" initiative, signaling that Toyota would focus more on excitement and innovation. The result was a new wave of models designed to appeal to both enthusiasts and mainstream buyers. The GR Supra, GR Corolla, and GR 86 sports cars captured headlines, while more practical models like the RAV4 and Highlander received aggressive styling updates and expanded technology offerings. However, this shift came with growing pains. Implementing cutting-edge features while maintaining Toyota's hallmark reliability was no small feat. New engine and transmission designs faced early setbacks, as seen with the twin-turbo V6 in the Tundra and the 8-speed automatic transmission in the Tacoma. Additionally, some longtime customers felt alienated by the brand's stylistic overhaul. Critics argued that Toyota was abandoning its core identity in pursuit of trends. Yet despite these concerns, sales continued to climb. The Toyota RAV4 became one of the best-selling vehicles in the world, while hybrid models like the Prius retained their stronghold on eco-conscious buyers. Toyota's gamble on innovation had, to some extent, paid off, but not without consequences. Innovation alone was not enough. The next challenge Toyota faced was competition from entirely new players in the automotive industry. The rise of new competition. In the early 2010s, Toyota's position as the king of reliability faced an unexpected threat, shifting consumer expectations. Companies like Hyundai and Kia disrupted the market with enhanced quality, bold designs, and cutting-edge technology. Although Toyota had long been celebrated for pioneering hybrid technology with the Prius, competitors were redefining what customers valued in a vehicle. Toyota's leadership in reliability and efficiency was no longer enough to guarantee dominance. Buyers increasingly demanded vehicles that delivered high performance, modern features, and a more luxurious driving experience. Hyundai's luxury division, Genesis, capitalized on this shift, gaining a reputation for high-end craftsmanship and competitive pricing. Meanwhile, Japanese rivals like Honda and Nissan expanded their offerings, improving their appeal through innovations in comfort, safety, and driver assistance systems. At the same time, American automakers like Ford and General Motors began revitalizing their image with refreshed designs and improved quality standards. Ford, for instance, drew attention with aggressive investments in redesigning core models, enhancing both performance and practicality. Customers now expected brands to offer dynamic styling, customizable options, and technology-driven interiors that included digital displays and advanced connectivity. Toyota's approach to innovation was often perceived as conservative, which became a growing concern. Its reliance on reputation and established practices left critics wondering if the company could keep pace with rapidly changing demands. With competition intensifying across all segments, Toyota faced a new challenge, not only staying reliable, but also proving it could innovate and inspire brand excitement in a highly competitive market landscape. The battle for brand identity. Toyota's brand identity has always been rooted in reliability and longevity. However, as customer expectations evolved, the company struggled to balance innovation with its core values. Similarly, Toyota's performance division has faced criticism over its reliance on partnerships with other automakers. The GR Supra, for instance, was co-developed with BMW and uses a BMW engine, while the collaboration allowed Toyota to bring a high-performance sports car to market quickly. Some purists argued that it lacked the authenticity of previous Toyota icons like the Supra Mark IV. Toyota's response to these challenges has been mixed. On one hand, the company has doubled down on promoting its hybrid models as environmentally friendly yet reliable alternatives to electric vehicles. On the other hand, it has made efforts to reconnect with enthusiasts by expanding its Gazoo racing division and introducing models like the GR Corolla. The company's advertising strategies have also evolved to emphasize both its heritage and its technological advancements. Recent campaigns highlight Toyota's role as a pioneer in hybrid technology, while reinforcing its commitment to building cars that can go the distance. Ultimately, the battle for Toyota's brand identity is ongoing. The automaker must navigate a delicate balancing act between innovation and tradition, between embracing the future and honoring its past. As Toyota faces fierce competition and changing consumer expectations, the road ahead is anything but certain. In the next part, we will explore how Toyota is strategizing to maintain its global dominance and whether it can reclaim its reputation as the king of reliability. A reluctant shift toward electrification. For many years, Toyota has been at the forefront of hybrid technology, with the Prius leading the charge since the late 1990s. However, as the global automotive market rapidly embraced fully electric vehicles, Toyota seemed hesitant to dive into the electric revolution. Many critics accused Toyota of being too conservative, clinging to hybrid technology when the competition was pushing full speed ahead with electric cars. The hesitation was not entirely without merit. Toyota's leadership was wary of the limitations of current battery technology, particularly regarding production costs, charging infrastructure, and environmental impact. They argued that hybrids, which blend gasoline engines with electric motors, offered a more practical and scalable solution for reducing carbon emissions in the short term. This approach allowed Toyota to continue providing reliability and range without the complications of charging infrastructure. However, the pressure to adapt has intensified. Competitors such as Tesla, Rivian, and legacy automakers like Ford and Volkswagen have launched aggressive electric vehicle strategies, capturing both media attention and consumer demand. Toyota finally responded by announcing its plans to release at least 10 new electric models by the early 2030s, including an electric version of the popular Lexus RX. But is this too little, too late? Industry experts are divided. Some believe Toyota's hybrid expertise will help it transition smoothly into the electric era. Others argue that Toyota risks losing relevance among younger buyers who prioritize cutting-edge technology and sustainability. While electrification is a critical focus, Toyota also faces internal challenges that could hinder its ability to execute these ambitious plans. Manufacturing challenges and quality control. Toyota built its reputation on precision manufacturing and quality control. For decades, its factories were seen as the gold standard, with efficiency and defect prevention baked into every step of production. However, in recent years, Toyota has struggled to maintain this level of excellence across its global operations. To address these challenges, Toyota has ramped up its investment in factory automation and workforce training. The company has also implemented stricter oversight for supplier quality, particularly for critical components like engines and transmissions. While these measures are showing signs of improvement, Toyota's quality control is under greater scrutiny than ever before. Internally, Toyota engineers have raised concerns about balancing innovation with reliability. New technologies such as turbocharging and hybrid powertrains are inherently more complex than the simple, naturally aspirated engines Toyota relied on in the past. This complexity increases the risk of defects, which Toyota must work diligently to mitigate if it hopes to maintain customer trust. As Toyota grapples with quality issues, it also needs to address a different challenge: shifting customer preferences for connected technology and software-driven experiences. The push for connected technology. In the modern automotive landscape, cars are no longer just transportation machines. They are tech platforms. Automakers are racing to integrate advanced infotainment systems, over-the-air software updates, and semi-autonomous driving features. Companies like Tesla have set the bar high with their seamless user interfaces and regular updates that improve vehicle performance long after purchase. Toyota, by contrast, has struggled to match this level of technological sophistication. While recent models like the Toyota Crown and Lexus NX have introduced updated infotainment systems, early reviews have pointed out that the interfaces still feel clunky compared to rivals. Additionally, Toyota's approach to semi-autonomous driving has been cautious, with its Safety Sense suite focusing primarily on collision prevention rather than hands-free driving. Recognizing the importance of technology, Toyota has formed partnerships with tech giants to accelerate development. The automaker has collaborated with NVIDIA to enhance its artificial intelligence capabilities and invested in new research centers focused on software innovation. Toyota has also committed to expanding its over-the-air update capabilities, ensuring that future vehicles can receive improvements without a trip to the dealership. However, there is still much work to be done. Toyota must strike a balance between technological ambition and its reputation for reliability. Customers expect Toyota vehicles to last for decades, which means any software features need to be both robust and future-proof. As Toyota works to modernize its technology, it must also navigate the complexities of evolving global markets, where regulations and consumer demands differ significantly. Toyota isn't the only automaker facing these challenges. General Motors. At one point, General Motors was the largest and most powerful automaker in the world. In the mid-20th century, GM was responsible for over half of the cars sold in the United States. Their brands, including Chevrolet, Cadillac, and Buick, were synonymous with American innovation and success. However, by the early 2010s, GM faced financial ruin and declared bankruptcy in 2009, becoming a cautionary tale of corporate mismanagement. The downfall of General Motors was driven by complacency and a failure to adapt, as Japanese automakers like Toyota and Honda gained ground with fuel-efficient, reliable vehicles in the 1970s and 80s. GM continued to focus on gas-guzzling cars with declining build quality. Customers lost trust, and GM's market share eroded. The turning point came when GM was forced to undergo a government-backed restructuring. With a renewed focus on efficiency, technology, and customer needs, GM rebuilt its reputation. Models like the Chevrolet Bolt EV and Cadillac Escalade became symbols of its comeback. However, GM's story serves as a reminder that even the mightiest brands can falter if they fail to evolve. Toyota should take heed. Complacency, especially in areas like technology and customer expectations, can swiftly erode trust. The automaker must learn from GM's past mistakes to avoid a similar fate. Just as GM fell and rose again, Ford has also had to reinvent itself multiple times in the face of evolving markets and shifting customer priorities. Ford has faced its fair share of struggles over the years, particularly in the early 2010s when it narrowly avoided the bankruptcy that crippled its American rivals. Like GM, Ford had been slow to respond to the growing demand for fuel-efficient cars and was hit hard by the global financial crisis. Yet Ford managed to stay afloat by embracing a strategy that mixed innovation with a deep respect for its heritage. The revival of the Ford Mustang in 2015, for instance, demonstrated how Ford could balance nostalgia with modern technology. Then, in 2021, Ford made headlines with the launch of the all-electric Mustang Mach-E, signaling that even its most iconic muscle car could evolve for a new era. Ford also doubled down on its truck business, leading the charge with the hybrid and electric F-150 Lightning. Ford's success with electrification has not been without hurdles. The company faced early criticism for quality control issues in its new electric models, including battery recalls for the Mach-E, yet Ford's willingness to address these problems and communicate openly with customers has helped maintain trust. Toyota can learn from Ford's dual approach, honor the brand's heritage while embracing technological change. The Land Cruiser, for example, could benefit from an electric or hydrogen-powered variant to attract younger buyers who still value off-road capability. As Ford continued to adapt across the Atlantic, Volkswagen underwent a crisis of its own, one that would redefine its priorities for the future. Volkswagen. Few corporate scandals have rocked the automotive industry like Volkswagen's Dieselgate. In 2015, it was revealed that VW had deliberately installed software to cheat emissions tests in millions of diesel vehicles. The fallout was catastrophic. Volkswagen faced billions of dollars in fines, lawsuits, and a significant blow to its reputation. However, what happened next was remarkable. Instead of collapsing under the weight of the scandal, Volkswagen made a bold pivot toward sustainability. The company committed to becoming a leader in electric vehicles, investing billions in battery technology and launching its ID series of electric cars. By 2023, the ID4 and other models had helped reposition VW as a serious contender in the electric vehicle market. Volkswagen's recovery illustrates that even the worst crises can be opportunities for transformation. Transparency, accountability, and bold action were crucial to VW's comeback. Toyota, which has faced criticism for its slow adoption of electric vehicles, could take notes from VW's approach. Admitting missteps and committing to a clear, future-forward strategy can restore trust and position a brand for long-term success. While Volkswagen leaned into electrification to rebuild its image, other global competitors like Hyundai and Kia took a different route, focusing on technology and design to capture market share. Hyundai and Kia. In the early 2000s, Hyundai and Kia were often dismissed as budget brands, known more for affordability than quality. However, over the past 2 decades, these South Korean automakers have undergone one of the most remarkable transformations in automotive history. Hyundai and Kia made aggressive moves to improve build quality, design, and technology. They poached top talent from premium brands, including former BMW designer Peter Schreier, who reshaped their vehicle aesthetics. The introduction of models like the Kia Telluride and Hyundai Palisade earned widespread acclaim for their luxury features and reliability, often at a lower price than competitors. Additionally, Hyundai and Kia Kia have embraced electrification with models like the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6, which feature cutting-edge battery technology and ultra-fast charging. These vehicles have been praised for their blend of practicality, performance, and futuristic design, helping Hyundai and Kia shed their cheap car reputation. This evolution highlights the importance of continuous improvement and adaptability. Toyota, despite its strong foundation, risks falling behind if it fails to innovate as aggressively as Hyundai and Kia. By focusing on both design and next-generation technology, Toyota can remain competitive in a rapidly changing landscape. Toyota's path forward. The stories of General Motors, Ford, Volkswagen, Hyundai, and Kia show that even the largest and most established brands are not immune to challenges. These companies stumbled, learned hard lessons, and ultimately reinvented themselves to stay relevant in an ever-evolving industry. For Toyota, the road ahead involves navigating a complex web of challenges: electrification, technological integration, quality control, and shifting global markets. The company has a unique opportunity to leverage its legacy of reliability and innovation while learning from the experiences of its competitors. The key question is whether Toyota will rise to the occasion and reclaim its place as the automotive gold standard, or if it will fall victim to the very complacency that once plagued others. One thing is certain, in today's fast-moving automotive world, there is no room for error. Will Toyota adapt and thrive, or will it become another cautionary tale in the annals of automotive history? The next few years will reveal whether this giant has the strength to endure.